YouTube, it's happening. It is Saturday, March 15th, and we're going to talk about men's college basketball now. We have 22 games on the slate today. That's it. For a Saturday, that feels so weird, but guess what? It's the last day of the season before, I mean, there's some games tomorrow, but then tomorrow is Selection Sunday, and we get the bracket for the actual tournament. So you can see we got some amazing matchups today. So a little recap of yesterday. We had these plays. I went 5-6, and what can you do? Didn't have a great day, didn't have a terrible day. In a straight better world, that's a little bit below 500, one game below, it's not the worst. So you're going to have up days and down days. You just got to know how to manage them. So if you want the plays all typed out for every sport that I do, all you got to do is, or if you want access to the spreadsheets, do your own research, all you got to do is go to the HQ, sign up, simple as that. So 22 games. This video will be quick. We're going to roll through each one, see if we can find some value. So let's go ahead and jump to that first game right now. All right, so the first game looks like it's Maine versus Bryant. So let's go ahead and jump on over to the spreadsheet. And I have not looked through these today, so we're going to go with one at a time. So you can see offense versus defense, clear matchup here. This is a lean for Bryant. That is a lean for Bryant. That is a lean for Maine. That is a lean for Bryant. So we got three Bryants we could look at. Bryant 7.5. Do we really want to go 7.5? Number one rebounding team in the country, though. The 8th fastest team. They're slow. This could be a fun one we could take. There's 22 games. I don't want to have 22 plays, but I might. You never know. It is Saturday. Let's have a little fun, shall we? Yeah, we could. Total's 142. Can we work with that? That's 155. That's 128. That is a hell of a range. It looks like Bryant's just the better team here. They don't really care too much about threes, so them being good defensively doesn't really bother me too much. But them being really good at that and that, yeah, this is because they don't shoot threes. They mainly shoot from here, and they're really good defending. You know what? Bryant's 7.5 for a reason. Let's go with it. You know what? We're gonna have some fun. Bryant, my 7.5. If we have a lean today, we're taking it. I don't care. It's Saturday. We're gonna have fun, baby. So yeah, that's that one. Let's go to Yale and Princeton. That's a push. That leans Yale. That leans Yale. That leans Princeton. So I don't really have a lead in this one, oddly. 146. So we have a total lean. Let's look. This comes out to 149. That comes out to 147. The total is 146. I do not have a lean. I don't like Ivy League games. They're always weird. So pass on that one. Move on to Auburn and Tennessee. Auburn, Tennessee. What is this one? 4.5 for Auburn. I know a lot of people are going against Broom on his under. I saw on Twitter because the way Tennessee plays, they don't give up many two-pointers on defense. So we'll see how that goes for people. Let's see. I think it's like 21.5 is his prop, and people are taking the under. I've seen like several people on Twitter take that one today. Kind of odd. But hey, whatever. Do what you do. Offense, that's a lean Tennessee. That's a massive lean Tennessee. That's a massive lean Auburn. That's a massive lean Auburn. That's a massive lean Tennessee. So double defense, double offense. Those two always push. That does nothing for us. If it was a massive spread, we'd probably take the plus, but since there's not here, we can't. Let's look at the total real quick. 78, 75 average last three comes out to 153 to 149. The total is currently sitting at 140. If you want to take the over, we can because of how well the offense versus the defense is doing. Now, Auburn, Ole Miss yesterday was super low scoring. Tennessee, you can see how they've been scoring their points. If you trust it, you can. Both teams' defensive efficiency are not good last three games. I could take the over here because 140 is a very low number. That is pretty low. Seeing how that is 153. 149. That's a 9-point window. We take the points around there. We do the window, so we're going over 140.5. Yep, we're going to take that. I know a lot of people are on that under, but guess what? We're going to follow the over. If you don't like it, don't take it. I don't care. Take what you want. I follow the numbers. That way, if they don't do their job, they didn't do their job, not me. That's how it works, right? That's how it works. Yeah, of course. Michigan State, Wisconsin's next. Let's see. That's a push. That's technically a push, but it leans Wisconsin. That's a push. That's the Michigan State. Maybe an over with these points total we got up here, but we'll see. We'll see what we got. 144. We're looking at 158, 143. So we can't take a total there. Everything else is pushing, so I can't really take. And the spread's 3.5 for Michigan State. Nah, I'm not really feeling that. No, nothing here. We're gonna move on to the next one. All right, for Michigan State, we're going to Norfolk State against South Carolina State, and that is Norfolk, South Carolina State. So we got two split, 2 points to Norfolk, 3 pointers to South Carolina State. Both have great defense. Offense, this is going to be a tough one to look at. So let's see what the line is. 1.5 for Norfolk. That makes sense. 143. Can we work with that total? That's come out to 153. That comes out to 120, 131. Yeah. Total's right in the middle of the range. It depends on what you look at. Norfolk is the worst. Like, they don't shoot threes. They suck at it. They know they suck at it, and they don't try. They make literally 2.7 threes a game the last 3 games. That's why they're going for 2s. So the fact that they good at defending means nothing. Means nothing at all. Now they're 14th shooting threes. They can't defend. That's not good. So I'm going to leave this one alone because I really don't know what to do in this one. So pass. VCU and Loyola Chicago. This is a lean to Loyola. That's a lean to Loyola. That's just the small leans. That is a push, and that is a massive, massive lean to Loyola on defense. So the fact that they make 7.3, good luck making that against this defense because you barely shoot that well. 26%. How many threes are you shooting? That's a lot of threes. You get 7 threes when you're shooting that bad. So VCU might have a very bad day shooting, which means that should potentially benefit Loyola. Let's look at the line and everything. It's Loyola plus 9.5, which I'm already inclined to take because this doesn't feel like VCU should be favored by 9.5 over this team. It just doesn't. That's Loyola. That's Loyola. That's a push. That's Loyola. Yeah, I'm taking Loyola. I'm taking Loyola plus 9.5. That's what we're doing. We're going Loy. We're going plus 9.5. 9.5. Really? That's a lot. 138 is the total. Let's see if that makes any sense too. 150, 129. Yeah, it's right in the range. But we're gonna rock Loyola plus 9.5 in this one. Let's move on to the next one, which is Cornell. Man, Ivy League. All right, Cornell, I see you. How the hell have you scored this many points? How is that a thing? How? Okay, your last 3 games have been a 100-81 win over Columbia, a 102-170 win over Princeton, and a 90-62 win over Penn. Before that was 85-81 over Brown, and a 92-8 loss to Yale. Points is your thing. Okay, Cornell, I see you. First thing we're going to look at is the total for you, because damn, it's a lot of points. There it is. Cornell, 158 is the total. Can we rock a 158? That comes up to 165, 136. Totals in the range. We can't. Shame. Now we got Cornell 5.5. Does that make sense? Let's see. That is a Cornell lean. That is a Dartmouth lean. That's a massive Dartmouth lean. That's a push, and that is a massive Cornell lean. So nothing's truly standing out. Both have good defenses. Dartmouth's offense is kind of eh. Can I get something like a Cornell team total? Is a question I want to see. Let's look for that. Team props, Cornell, big red, big points. 81.5 is the total, is what they're doing. They're averaging 97.3 in the last thing. So I'm going to take them over. They're over 80. What? I can get over 81.5 for minus 118. So I'm going to go for that. So we're going to go Cornell team total over 81.5. That's what we're going to take, because we're going to see if Cornell can keep the offense rolling, because clearly it is. And I don't see how Dartmouth's defense is that good to keep up, but then I don't trust Cornell's defense because you see how bad they are. So we're just going to trust Cornell's offense to do their job, score 82 points, make us happy. I took this play once other, and it was Texas Tech last week, and it hit. It was like 80 points for them as well, and it did well. So we'll see if I can do it again. So we'll take this, move on to the next one, which is... looks like it's a Memphis versus Tulane, and that's an even matchup. Just from the look at it, that is a push. That is a Tulane. That is a push. So we got 1 Tulane, 3 pushes. That helps us none. Let's see if we can work with a total though. We got anything good? 149. Well, that comes up to 158, and that comes up to 145. So it's right in the middle of the range. We can't work with it. Nothing there. Nothing on the size. 8.5 for Memphis. We could take Tulane plus 8.5 based on these numbers because we have 3 pushes. It's almost a zero theory. And we have 1 lean to Tulane. We could, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to take Tulane. We're going to take Tulane plus 8.5 in this one. See if they can keep it close with Memphis, who's been, everything's pretty close. Everything's similar. So nothing tells me why Memphis should be favored by 9 points. This doesn't. So this should be, they're winning their games by 5. They're winning their games by 8. They're playing the same. So now do it against each other. Tulane, keep it within 9 points. I know you can do it. Let's move on to the next one from there. Florida, Alabama. And on this one, we saw this game a week or 2 ago, and it was like 1,000 to 1,000 on points. And yeah. What's that total? Give me that total. Give me the total. Give me the points. Points, please. 174 over. They just had like a game where they went. That's 190 on average. That's 168. The total's 174, and my God, that's a lot of points, though. That's a whole lot of points. Number 1 pace number versus number 13 pace. 2 and 3 on 2 pointers made. They're both shooting great defense, and never heard of her. Oh man, it's Bama plus 3.5 too. So Bama just routed Kentucky, and Florida just took care of I just went blank. Who did Florida play yesterday? It doesn't matter. They won. Uh, I know Bama routed Kentucky. It was like 99-70 or something crazy like that. So, I mean, it's got to go over, right? You got to go over and just enjoy it. So we're going over. I took the under in this game literally last week when they played. And I said, what was I thinking going against the what? Yeah, never again. We're going over 174. This game could be 180. I'll take the over. Wouldn't care because they'll find a way to go 6 overtimes and score like 200 apiece if they have to. They'll do it. This is how this game's going to go. So yeah, I'm taking the over 174.5. It's a lot, but we're taking it next. We're moving to Maryland and Michigan. I'm sorry. I was unfamiliar with your game. You played like ass until you played Purdue, who played like ass because Purdue in March just doesn't go together. They just don't. So, yeah, now you can play Maryland. Good job. That is a 4.5 point line for Maryland with a 150 total. Ugh, that's Michigan. That's a push. That's Maryland. That's Maryland. So, yeah, wow. That is a change compared to what they were. Look what one game can do. All of a sudden, you're in the green. Crazy. You lose your oldest game. Averages. Love them. I don't like this at all. Nothing is screaming. I don't like Maryland's defense here. They're shooting from 2. Their defense is fine. Their offense is, yeah, defense is great. The 11th in efficiency. What's the total? 150? Can we do a 150? That's a 148.7. That is a 136. If I go under, I could take it under here and hope for a really boring game because they can't shoot 3s. They can't shoot 2s. They're good defensively. That's going to make that even worse. That's going to kind of stifle that one a little bit. That one, I lean the under, but I don't love it, so I'm not going to take it. So under, I don't know. I probably lean Maryland as well, but now let's move on. George Mason, St. Joe's. This is a 1 point spread with a 131 total. What's the total? 145, 135 with a total 131. That is a lean St. Joe's. That is a lean. No, that's a lean George Mason. That's a massive lean George Mason right there. That is a lean St. Joe's. Push basically, and then George Mason. So it is George. Yeah, this one leans George Mason. The way they're playing, everything's yeah. Efficiencies are there too. They're winning their games by 9. They're winning by 1. Yeah, I'll say George Mason +1. Mason GM +1. We're gonna take that and move on to the next one, which is from George Mason. We're going to North Texas now against UAB. We see defense clearly for North Texas. That's double lean for North Texas. That is a triple lean North Texas and a lean for UAB. So we got 3 North Texas, 1 UAB, or we have 2 overs and we have 3 overs. So we have and 1 under. So North Texas or 3 overs. So which way we're going to go with here? Let's see what looks better. North Texas 3.5 looks pretty good already. Just looks great. Everything lines up. The efficiencies are both good. Defense is So maybe the over 135. That's it. That's the total you give me is 135. That's 154 to 143. We're taking over. We're taking the over. Yeah. That just why would I ever no? I lean North Texas as well, but you're gonna give me a 135.5 total with these 2 defenses? Are you kidding me? See the efficiencies? Yeah, UAB is gonna struggle, so which means North Texas is gonna get points. So if you don't like the points, take North Texas. That's the 2 options I would do. So they're really slow. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything why. Yeah, nothing scares me about UAB. You could take the over. I could take North Texas. I could take both. You know what? Let's take North Texas. I'm going to change my mind to North Texas -3.5. So we're going to go North Texas 3.5. I like the over too. It's just, I'm more concerned about UAB helping get to an over of 135 because this game could easily end like 59 to 71 or something crazy like that, and North Texas covers. And that looks good, but no, we need 135 points. So I want to take North Texas. We'll take North Texas and move on to the next one, which is going to be, man, where are we going? Houston? Yeah, Houston versus Arizona. Clear Houston, clear Arizona. Push Houston. Houston, short spread maybe? 6.5. That's not bad. Both teams really good offensively, just like the last. This is the same setup as the last one. One team's better on both offense and defense. Arizona is not good defensively. Based on their efficiency, you see you can see overall they're not that good when it comes to not giving up points. Let's look at that. 134. Houston and over does not go together. I'm gonna say right now, that doesn't sound right at all. It's like Virginia and over. It's like, what? Are you sure? Well, that comes out to 141. That comes out to 153. We know Houston's probably gonna control the pace because that's how they just make the pace slow. That's what they do. So I'm not taking it over in this game. Be madness. Houston is winning their games by 11. They're winning their games by 3. I don't know. Yeah, how Arizona's going to stop Houston from scoring is a question. I lean Houston 6.5, but I don't love it. That's the thing. Like, I lean Houston. I would put Houston in the money line parlay all day. You know what? Let's stop questioning it. Let's just take Houston 6.5. Houston's just they're just going to just choke the life out of them probably. That's what I feel is going to happen. It's just, yeah, the numbers say it too. I'm taking Houston 6.5. Let's move on to the next one. Next up is Colorado State. Right there, yes, because Boise, both offenses great. They're 3, not great. Colorado State loves 3, offense and defense. That's them all day. 2-pointer, that's them also. 3 Colorado State, 1 Boise, but 3 over. So what can we take here? It is Boise favored by 1.5. So could get Colorado State plus 1.5 if you want, or we can take the over of 140, which that comes out to 146. That comes out to 136, but we're not going to do that. We're taking Colorado State plus 1.5. They have the better efficiency. They own the 3-point line. They're going to make threes. They're going to shoot a bunch of threes. They're in the top half of the country in shooting and making threes. They don't defend that well from 2, but yeah, that'll be fun. I think it's only 1.5 points. I think they can get the win in this one. So we're going to go CSU plus 1.5. We're going to take that one right there. And let's move on to the next one, which is St. John's versus Creighton. That is Creighton. That is Creighton. That is St. John. Even though it's kind of pushes, these are just slight baby leans, and that is broke the sheet. And then that is a push. So everything's kind of close. Nothing's really. There's no massive lean either way for anything in this game. So everything's pretty close. Really, this could be zero theory almost, except for this one right here. That's a big lean for Creighton. But let's look. 140. Can we get an over, please? I would like some overs. After all these overs last couple days, I need more. That comes out to 140. That comes out to 162. The line's sitting at 140. So if they do anything in the range, we win. But with no cushion, I don't like that. I like some cushion. So let's see what we got. St. John's 6.5. Not loving that. Efficiencies there. Man. They're winning their games by 9. They're winning their games by 13. Both teams are playing pretty good. Can't complain. I don't know if I can take anything in this one. Yeah. All right, we're taking the over just because there's no cushion, but we're taking the over of 140. I don't love it, but I want some plays today. We're going to have some fun. That gives me what? How many plays so far? I have 11 plays on 20-ish games. Nice. Like that. We're going to take the over 140. Let's move on to Iona and Mount St. Mary. Mount St. Mary forgot to play offense. I mean, they've been doing good. They're advancing. Sure, but now you're playing Iona, so who is somehow also advancing with a losing record. But hey, whatever. That is Iona all day. That is a push. That is Mary, quite contrary. And then you see the efficiencies, defense, offense. Obviously, they cancel out. Based on the numbers, I can't take a side. I just can't. Even though it's Iona minus 3.5. Really interesting. 135 is our total. That comes up to 143. That's 130. I can't do anything in this game, so I'm gonna have to pass on this one, sadly. Moving to Akron and Miami of Ohio. That's a push. That's a push clearly. That's a lot of points clearly. First thing I'm gonna look at, what is the total? Because this Akron total yesterday was so easy to hit. So easy. What was it? 190 was the final. Beautiful. 157. Are you kidding me? That's 172, and that's 144. It's in the range, you bastards. Miami, Ohio, why are you playing such good defense? Step it up. That's a push. That's a push. This is zero theory, basically, but it's a 5-point spread. What do we do with Miami, Ohio plus 5.5? Don't love that. Don't love that. The way you could, but I don't love it. If anything, I'd rather take the over, but I'm gonna pass. Not enough for me. I know, weird. Let's move on to the next one, which is looks like it's Duke. Yep, number 1 Duke versus Louisville. See, that is a Louisville lean. That is a push, and these are both leaning to the defense. So, man, 2 Louisvilles, 2. Yeah, ugh. What are we doing here? It's Louisville plus 5.5. 145 is our total. Let's see. Duke escaped North Carolina. Louisville escaped their win last time I saw. Oh man, who do I take here? That's 151. I don't like this game at all. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like it at all. 145, the total's right in the middle of the range. Can't do nothing with that. I don't like Louisville plus 1. I don't trust Duke right now. Duke had a rivalry game against Carolina, and before that, Cooper Flight looked like he broke his leg, but then he's fine. but he's not going to play probably until the tournament. So Flag's probably done for the rest of the ACC tournament, we would assume, right? Today and tomorrow. It's just they shouldn't need him, but I don't want to take Duke without him, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to touch it. It's 5.5 Duke. If anything, I'd probably lean Louisville based on the numbers, but I'm not going to touch it. I'm scared. I'm scared. What can I say? Liberty and Jacksonville State. That is Liberty. That is a push. That is Liberty. That's Liberty. So we could go Liberty, 6.5 Liberty. They're winning their games by 18. They're winning their games by 2. Yeah, we're taking Liberty. yeah, Liberty. Lib minus 6.5. All right. Yes. Yeah, I feel good about that one. We'll take Liberty. What's the total? Just in case I don't miss anything. 130. Well, that's 152, and that's 132. So yeah, there's a range, but it's like a 1-point cushion. Not good enough for me. Jackson State versus Alabama State. That is Jackson State. That is a push. That's Jackson State. That's Jackson State. 3 Jackson States could be a winner. 3.5 could take that. Could take that. How are they doing? They're winning their games by 14. They're winning games by 7. Nice little rival play. I could see. I could take Jackson State. Do I care enough about this game? I am not going to care. This game will probably somehow be on TV though, over some game that probably much better game. I can see it. It just will. Double defense efficiencies. Defenses are good. Like both ranked 34th. That's crazy. I lean Jackson State. They can't shoot. If you can't score, you can't win. I say that all the time. Yeah, they can score. They can shoot threes. They don't shoot many threes though. That's the thing. This is the main matchup, but it's such a close game. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. UC San Diego will come on at like 4 a.m. probably, and 9:30 p.m. Feels the same way to me. That's a push. That is Irvine. That is a push, and that is San Diego. This is a good game. This is a good game. Look at the records. This is a good one. Too bad nobody's gonna see it because they don't put these UC games on TV. They never do. Yeah. Oh, I lied. I just looked at the schedule. This game, ESPNU. Just saw it, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Oh man, this game, ESPN2. Wow, actually, every game's on TV today. Oh, hold up, little time out over here. Look, all these games on TV. Everything's on TV. Like every game, everything is on TV. Good job. They actually did the thing. They did the damn thing. And back to this. Man, I don't know who I would take. This is a good matchup. I can't. Can I take a total? Can I get it over 133? Can I rock with the 130? Are we sure it's 133? That looks like a 93. 162, 132. Oh, that is a huge range, and I don't trust that. So pass, sadly. And lastly, Utah Valley versus Grand Canyon. That's a push. That's a push. That is great. Utah Valley. That's a push. Ugh, disgusting. Number 1 defense from 53 defense. Ugh. 142. Can we work that? It's 155 to 133 in the middle of the range. And I don't know who the hell's going to win this game. So I'm going to pass. We're going to pass, end it right there. Back to the schedule. That was all the games. Let's look at tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, that's all we have. Obviously, we have the big boy conferences finishing up their conferences. So we have, looks like 5 games tomorrow. So I will be here. I'll make a quick video for tomorrow, obviously, because we'll break the games down. I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. It helps trying to grow the channel. We're trying to get to that 15, whatever number we're at, 16, whatever, 1,000 mark. There's HQ. Go check it out if you want the plays typed out or whatever, or access to the spreadsheets. And we'll see you tomorrow for the finale of the men's college basketball regular season. Peace.